Hey YouTube, Geminijets 2000 here, coming at you with a PDX airport update. No time period in this update. Just all my models that go to PDX. Got a few, no new routes. A few of the Alaskas and Southwest summer seasonals have ended, but we still got the international airlines that are like Condor, Icelandair, and all those ones. So it's a little less crowded. I just uploaded a video. Trip report from Atlanta to PDX on the Delta Sun 37-900ER, so you can go check that out. I'm going to be going on a trip just in a few days, going out to Hawaii, flying out on a United A320 to San Francisco, then San Francisco to Honolulu on the 777-200. So I'll do a trip report of that again. Then I'll have an inter-island flight on the Hawaiian 717 in the middle of the trip, then coming back on the Hawaiian A321neo from Kahului, Maui back to Portland. So I'll have trip reports for all those. I come back in a little less than 2 weeks. So next airport update will probably be in just about 2 weeks. That should be a subscriber route update. So with that said, let's just get into this update. Starting over here in the D concourse, we have a Delta 717, which came from LAX and is heading back to LAX. Right next to it is a Delta Connection E170, which is heading up to Seattle. Next here is the Delta Sun 37-900ER, which came from New York JFK and will be heading to Detroit. And next a 757-200 for Delta, which came in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Next here is the Delta A321 heading out to Salt Lake City. Next here at D11 we have the Delta Sun 600-300ER heading out to London Heathrow. This is summer seasonal. It's still going for I think a few more weeks. Then it'll come back again in April. Then an empty gate right here, and we have the Delta A330-300 heading out to Amsterdam Schiphol. This route downgrades to the 767-300ER tomorrow, so this is the last day. It's on the A330 till I think around March. Next here is the Condor 767-300ER heading out to Frankfurt. That route continues into October, pretty sure. Just pushing back is the Aeromexico 737-800 heading out to Mexico City. And we have the Hawaiian A330 heading out to Honolulu's Flight 25. For about a month or two during the summer, we had just two A321s, but the A330 is back on Honolulu, so that's cool. Got empty gate where the Hawaiian A321 will go. Then we have the Spirit A319 that are lighting on this side, and it's heading out to Las Vegas. And we have the Air Canada CRJ 705 heading out to Calgary. Flights normally on a Q400. They had a CRJ 705 on the Calgary flight a few days ago, so I'm putting it on this one. We also get Vancouver, and that's on the Dash 8, and Toronto, which is on the E190. That's summer seasonal, so I'm guessing it's ending soon also. And just taking off is the Delta Sun 667-300ER heading out to Tokyo and Narita. And right here in the hard stand, we have the Icelandair 757-200 heading out to Reykjavik. And just taxiing back here from the runway is the Frontier A320neo, which arrived in from Austin and will be heading out to Denver. Next here, I'll go to the E-Concourse. United is the sole carrier in the E-Concourse. We have a 737-800 for United. It's going to be heading out to Newark, and it came in from Chicago O'Hare. Got an A320 heading out to San Francisco. I'll be on this flight. And it arrived in from Houston. And finally, the 737-900ER, which is heading out to Washington Dulles, and it came in from Denver. Just over the treetops, we have the Hawaiian A321neo arriving in as flight 40 from Kahului, Maui. Then right here is the Volaris A320, holding short for Guadalajara. And right here is the Alaska 737-900ER, and it came in from Orlando and is now heading out to Las Vegas. We have a JetBlue A320, it is heading out to Boston, and it arrived in from Boston. We have an Alaska 737-800 in the Sam 30 Salmon livery, and he's just sitting over here in the hard stand. Now on to the south terminal with the A, B, and C concourses. Right here is a Alaska operated by SkyWest E175, and it arrived in from, it came in from Reno and is heading out to Boise. Now we have Alaska operated by Horizon Q400, and it came in from Kalispell Glacier Peak National Park, and it is going to be heading out to Bozeman, Montana. Here's another E175 operated by SkyWest for Alaska, and it is going to be heading out to Fresno, and it came in from Burbank. Over here in the B concourse, we have an Alaska 737-900ER in the Honoring Those Who Serve livery, and it is going to be heading out to Austin, Texas, and arrived in from Boston. Then right here we have a 737-900 for Alaska, which is going to be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth, and it arrived in from San Jose, California. Just pushing back, this is Alaska 737-800 in the Spirit of Seattle livery. It is heading out to Kahului, Maui, and it arrived in earlier from Salt Lake City. Right here's an Alaska A320, and it is heading out to San Diego, and it came in from San Francisco. And Alaska A319, still wearing the Virgin America colors, and it came in from Seattle and will be heading out to LAX. We have another Alaska 737-900ER. This one's in the Boeing 100 Years Strong livery, and it is heading out to Anchorage, and it came in from Chicago O'Hare. An empty Alaska gate, the Alaska 737-800 Spirit of the Islands livery. There we go. And it is heading out to Orange County, and it came in from Palm Springs. Now to the other Alaskas on the inner side of the sea concourse, the 737-900ER in the regular livery, which is heading out to New York JFK, and it just arrived in from Honolulu. And we have an old livery 737-800, and it is heading out to Boston, heading to Boston, and it came in from Newark. Right here's the JetBlue A320 that arrived in from JFK, and will be heading out to Long Beach, California. We have an empty Alaska gate and final Alaska. Now we have 737-800 old livery with a lay. It is going to be heading out to. He's heading out to Washington National, and he came in from Phoenix. Over to the Southwest and American. We have a Southwest 737-800, which came in from Dallas Love and will be heading out to St. Louis. 737-700, which came in from San Diego and will be heading out to Sacramento. 737-700 Triple Crown 1 for Southwest, and he came in from Albuquerque, New Mexico, and will be heading out to Oakland. 737 MAX 8 for Southwest, and it came in from Las Vegas and will be heading out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. Then we have a 737-700 here, in from Ontario, California, and he'll be heading out to San Jose. Final Southwest here is a 737-800 in the old livery, came in from San Francisco and will be heading out to Kansas City, Missouri. Just taxiing in here is the Sun Country 737-800, and he arrived in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. And onto the Americans, we have an A321, and it's heading out to Charlotte. Empty American gate, American 737-800 heading out to Phoenix, and it came in from Chicago O'Hare. E170, they use E175s operated by Compass, and this one's heading out to Los Angeles. And finally, the A321 with Sharklets, which will be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth. In the Boeing paint hangar, we have the Norwegian 787-9 Dreamliner. When he's done getting painted, he'll head out to Painfield to get delivered to Norwegian. With the UPS aircraft, we have the 757-200 in from Chicago Rockford, heading out to Spokane. With 767-300 in from Louisville, heading out to Anchorage. Anchorage flight's actually on a 747-400, and it's just once weekly. I don't have that model though, so. Some empty cargo / hardstand gates. The Cathay Pacific Cargo 747-8 heading out to Anchorage, and it arrived in from Chicago O'Hare. And the FedEx MD-11, which came in from Newark, and will be heading out to LAX. So that concludes the airport update. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for trip reports from my new upcoming trip, and updates on that. Hopefully maybe get a model or two while I'm in Hawaii. So thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go follow me on Instagram at Geminijets_2000, and thank you for watching.